That was like a good clap.
Take 23.
Yeah, this is going to be all night. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Paranormal Podcast, and we're your host. I'm Rachel, and we've got Kaz. I forgot I'm holding this.
Yes, I'm like, is she going to hand it over?
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. And we're actually together again. Another week.
Whoa.
Thank you. Whoa. We're live on location and we're a little giggly because it's kind of late at night and we've had a really full day.
It's almost midnight.
12 minutes to.
Is it really? Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yes, we are live on location. It's been a long day. How many steps have I taken today? Almost 18,000.
And she felt every single one.
Everyone.
Anyway. So we are live on location. We are currently at the Hochelaga Inn in Kingston, and we have two lovely individuals with us tonight from Northern Haunts Paranormal. We've got Wolfie and Ellie with us tonight.
How are you?
Oh my gosh. So what do you guys think of this?
So, yeah. Hochelaga Inn. This is our second stay.
second stay.
And it's an amazing location. No question, there's something going on here. We've been trying to, just from the time we got here, we had things going on, electrical stuff, but you can kind of debunk a lot of that. But we had some interesting EMF stuff. I got some cameras running, so I'll be curious to see what the footage has. Yeah, I'm going to have to edit one of those cameras, though.
Always.
But yeah, we've had some REM pod activity, which is at this point on its face, it's a little difficult to explain. I'll have to take a better look later. But yeah, it's a fantastic place. The history is, we've been talking about it all night. Like, Kingston is rich in history. I'm a big history buff. And even outside of the paranormal stuff, this is a great place. If you just you like old stories, this is the place. You got to check this out. Yeah. I'll pass this off to you because I tend to talk a lot.
Oh, that's okay.
A lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
I'm very tired. As Rachel said, we're late. We're pretty tired. You never shut up, so.
Can you tell they're married, everybody?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is your,
Ghost walk.
and this is your second time staying here at this place.
Yeah.
What was the room you stayed in before, and did you have any experiences prior?
So yeah, so we stayed in 302, which is the tower room, and actually it was a big treat with Rachel. Rachel treated Ellie and I here, and it's a fantastic location. We did have some experiences in that room. The history itself that had been relayed to us was, if you don't know this area, I'll kind of set it up a little bit. Right across the road from the Hochelaga Inn is a courthouse, and it used to be an old Kingston jail. And going back well over a century, individuals that had been sentenced to death were actually hanged on the property directly across the road. So one of the little pieces of information we had about the Hochelaga Inn was that it was built in 1879, and the tower room, it features this large, like an octagonal shaped glass viewing area right at the top of the building. And there was some information to suggest that the original family that resided here, that location was built in part to provide a clear perch to view those hangings from. That people, in the area, many people in the area would gather to watch these hangings take place. And the tower room has some lore and some history to believe that played a role in viewing those events. We did have some experiences in there. We spent the night. It's a really old building, so you get the sounds of an old building, right? But we had footsteps in the middle of the night. Like, I do recall, I woke up at one point, probably around 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and it was clear to me that somebody was walking around the bed. Heavy boots.
Sound like heavy boots.
Yeah, and it was in the room with us. That sound, and we were like, I was wide awake at that point, so I made a point of spending some time for about probably a good 10-15 minutes, and that continued. Not the whole time, but consistently half a dozen or so times within that 10-minute period that I was consciously observing it. So yeah, it was interesting. It's not a bad feeling here. We got some K2 activity as we're speaking here. The K2's going off.
I'll turn the REM pod back on because I didn't know that we would have it in the frame.
So yeah, you know what? It's a really neat place.
It really is. Even just now, so we just finished the haunted walk, which was fantastic. And we were coming in and we're going up the stairs, and I stopped because I thought someone was coming down them because I could hear someone coming down the stairs, and there was no one.
Nothing.
Yeah. Apparently it was just me, but I literally heard someone. So you go up a flight, turn and go up another flight, and it sounded like they were coming down the top flight. But yeah, there was no one there. So I can't wait for what's in store.
Sorry, I snore.
Well, me too. So
Yeah,
no ghosts in our room.
I'm excited about tonight. You know, to see what we do have. I'm really curious. Like, it's interesting because we've been. I don't know if it's been discussed before, but we're all part of the Paranormal Seekers investigative group, and so we take these investigations quite seriously, and we've been using a lot of different modes of investigation, different tools and stuff like that. And it's been we've been noticing on some of these investigations that there's a lot of devices and evidence that we seem to be gathering that are in concert with one another. And so I'm curious to see what we're going to pick up here tonight. And when we get a chance to analyze some of I'm the geek. So I got cameras already in the bedroom. Ordinarily, people might walk in and think that's kind of weird, but you know.
Or you're filming something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's for the ghosts. It's
Exactly.
It's the ghosts.
That's all you have to say. It's paranormal, and then that's it.
Yeah, done.
We don't have cameras in our room, but we will probably put some stuff on, maybe. Yeah, we have cables. We have the music box. We have a REM pod, although it's a bit loud. So,
Well, yeah, that
but we'll see.
Listen, the last time we set the REM pod on, I gave it shit at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That was that wildwood.
Wildwood.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Well, when you're trying to sleep, and then the ghosts are like, "Now's the time to play." They're like cats sometimes, and you're like, "You dick!" But, they didn't like that. Okay, then. So you guys have been sort of going off and doing some stuff by yourself. Do you find being a couple helps? Do you find that when you break the chairs that she has your back?
That's been debunked.
Debunked.
So that's an interesting question.
Sorry, what was the question again?
I don't think I had one. But being a couple, do you think that it helps because you guys know each other, so you know like each other's reactions or anything along those lines because you're comfortable with each other? Maybe you're more in.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think it's something that we've talked about it a number of times on recent investigations. I think one of the things that I've noticed is when we've done investigations together is that the crew is attending these investigations. They're all really invested in conducting the investigations, and I think that when we have everybody's invested, we're seeing some really interesting results. And it's been really interesting that I've noticed over the past quite a few investigations that there's a lot of post-investigation. There's a lot of conversation about the evidence that seems to have been gleaned. And so it's been really interesting. We've noticed we've only done a few investigations so far. Like we I guess I'll get into a little bit of history of us.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, Rachel took a chance on me, and
You make me sound like an ABBA song.
yeah. So when I retired from working life, I was interested in the paranormal. I wasn't always a believer in this. Over the years, my needle kind of moved on this for various reasons, and now I truly do believe that there is something to this. Now, what that something is, I'm not sure that I can define. well, but I'm curious. And so I reached out a few years ago to the Paranormal Seekers. I had researched a lot of different paranormal groups in the Ontario area. And the one thing that Elizabeth will tell you, Ellie will tell you, I'm big on research, right? So I compared all the teams that I could find, and I found quite a few. And I noticed overwhelmingly the way you guys did things, with the way the Paranormal Seekers did their investigations, it stood out to what I was seeing with other teams. I'm not saying that what other teams were doing was bad. I'm just saying that what I was seeing with this team, the consistency and the methodology that they had when they approached an investigation, that really appealed to me. So I reached out to Rachel, and I've heard that they thought I was a bit of a wackadoodle at first. And so, but they took a chance on me, and their whole team at the time.
I plead the fifth.
I am a wackadoodle, but I'm a good wackadoodle. So they took me on in 2022, and as I got a chance to actually attend investigations with you guys, I was blown away time and again with what we were actually coming across, and it's not like TV, right? Like and we say this often on our public investigations. Oftentimes there's not a lot going on. It's once in a while you get those aha moments, right? Mm-hmm. But what was interesting was how they approached those aha moments, right? And it's very exciting. But then there's a step back where you're like, okay, let's try to reason this out and see if we can find an explanation. And this is what they were doing time and again. So I just, they got me hooked right in. Like I said again tonight, I'm geeking right out, right? So as this evolved the last few years, earlier this year, Ellie and I decided to try something different as a kind of a paranormal investigative duo. Mm-hmm. And we call ourselves Northern Haunts Paranormal. And we're in our infancy. We've started a few investigations. And you know what? It's interesting because we noticed like this one location. I can say the location in up north that you took us to. Yeah. Perfect. The Beck House. Listen, if you guys get a chance, Penetanguishene, Ontario, the Beck House is fantastic. And it's got me. I've been there several times now. I love the place. And it doesn't disappoint. Like if one of the things, and Ellie's, she was actually the one that I'm the guy that runs in. I want to put in all the cameras and all the microphones,
and then
all the
you
toys,
run away.
Right? And Ellie says, pump the brakes here, and let's just listen to the building, right? So we started doing that, and that was great. And we noticed we were getting things. Mm-hmm. Kind of like taking a passive stance just to listen, watch. Mm-hmm. We still do all the geek out toys and tools, but we did that. And to get back to what you're saying, I think the smaller the group, we're noticing, because the other part of it too is that with large groups, it can oftentimes pose a challenge to try to get everybody centered into whatever it is the goal is at the time. There's too much going on. There's a lot going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've noticed. So we're trying that, and we're doing collabs with you guys as well, and then we're, like I said, Ellie and I are Rachel took us on as investigators with the Seekers, and that's our primary goal right now. Like, honest to God, like if I could do this every day with these guys, I'd be doing it.
If I could do it every day and get paid, I'd be doing it every day and get paid.
Yeah, it's been a blast. We've seen some really interesting things. Once in a while, we've seen some pretty disturbing things that we can't easily explain. And it's funny because, again, I apologize, I talk a lot.
It's good.
It's perfect when we're so tired.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah, I noticed that oftentimes some of these teams, they'll go to these locations once, right? They'll conduct their investigation, they get a couple of things, they don't go back. I'm kind of my school of thought is a little bit different. I want to keep going back to these places. I want to see if I can duplicate the experience, replicate the experience, or see if we get something different, right? So, coming here, this is our second, it's Ellie and mine's second time being here.
Yeah, it's my third.
Your third.
My Kaz is first.
Kaz is first. So, and we'll be back. For sure, we'll be back here.
Yeah.
It's a really fantastic
It's
place.
so funny because you're like, oh, I had a ha moment, and sitting there, I'm like, fuck. I hope the people who are above us right now can, sleep. And then I had an aha moment. Above us is our rooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's people
Yeah.
over there. There's rooms over
Yeah, there's
there.
room over there. Yeah, but it's probably filtering through there, but
Okay.
whatever.
It's fine.
But above us is
It's
us.
What's your thoughts though? Like Kaz, like we were talking about, I spent a lot of time dealing with things on the outskirts of the city of Kingston in the past, but I'd never actually been to Kingston before Rachel brought us here a couple of years ago.
I'll bust everybody's Kingston cherry.
You do.
Amazing. Honest
It's
to God.
amazing here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's just a beautiful town. It's got so much history, and they embrace their history, which is really nice because a lot of times places don't. I mean, where we live, they see an old building and they just demolish it rather than actually taking the time to, research it and have people go there and do things. So this is beautiful. I don't think there's a street you can go down that's not got one building that you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, and it's taken care of. And people, they seem to really love and embrace it themselves because all of their front yards are really nice. Everyone seems to be pretty decent, except for the college students and university students when you're on a ghost tour are just dicks. Queen's University. So I think this place is great. I have been to Kingston many, many times, but I've always been north of the downtown area, so I haven't been here. And it's great. I really like it.
I love it here.
I feel like you're walking with spirits everywhere you go.
It's like Niagara on the Lake.
I've never
find-
been there.
Oh my God.
So that's
Oh,
that's gotta be
I know.
Oh, okay.
that's got to be another.
She's like, oh no.
I've only been in Canada 30 years. Why would I have gone there? No, I've been to Niagara, and every time we would try to go to Niagara on the Lake, we would get lost and wouldn't make it. Something was preventing us from going.
Well, we're gonna have to take you.
I guess so.
You're not allowed to drive. Right?
Our next live. That's fine. I don't have to drive. I'll be fine. But yeah, this house itself. We were actually just talking before we started the podcast, trying to imagine this as someone's home. Because how many rooms are there? 24?
There's 21, 22
Yeah.
rooms listed.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
there's two cottages outside.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to try and piece it together in your mind how the layout was for the families, or family, I should say. But it's stunning.
This fireplace in front of us is dual sided.
Mm-hmm.
It's
See straight through it. Yeah.
it's incredible. Like the building itself is incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Like I noticed just from the time we got here, and I chalked it up earlier. Just afternoon, people are moving around. You're going to hear the building. A lot of thumps. A lot of I felt the floors moving quite a bit. But now, I noticed when we were coming down here, there was still a lot of that, and it's pretty quiet, pretty
It's
well.
still-
We're the only ones up.
Yeah.
Very still.
Very still is the perfect word. It is. But it doesn't give you the heebie-jeebie factor.
No, not at all.
It just feels
yet.
really nice. Yeah.
Not yet.
We'll see when we turn the lights out.
I hope it does to some degree.
I'll have to check out downstairs. There's a downstairs.
Yeah, there was a story about the basement, wasn't there?
Is it off
There's
limits
restrooms
though?
down there. So I'm gathering we're allowed to go down there.
I have no idea. I don't think. I don't know.
I'll show you.
Well, that way will be our next adventure.
But yeah, it's Hochelaga Inn is a really cool place, and like Kaz said and Rachel has indicated, like it's the history in this town is just fantastic. Highly recommend it if you get a chance to come here. You got to check this place out.
Definitely. Any last words?
What do you think of McBurney Park?
Okay,
Oh,
Story time, everybody.
I got another story. So McBurney Park, it's
Yeah.
also known as Skeleton Park.
Yeah, we did a whole thing on like a Kingston episode.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah. So
okay, so you know the
yeah,
story.
yeah,
Lots of
posted
people
the
buried
story.
there. Bad. not bad, but just mass graves. We went there earlier tonight, and it's an interesting.
Earlier
tonight was
we were there like
an hour ago.
An hour ago.
It's a little eerie because when we went there tonight, they've got children's construction toys spread sporadically throughout the park
On purpose.
Yeah, on purpose. That itself gives you kind of a weird feeling. But what was really odd tonight is we had a couple of K2 meters there. They're to detect EMF, and when we were approaching these toys over and over again, when we got close to the toys, our K2s would activate, and it wouldn't just be a hint of an activation; like it would spike, and
it was weird.
It was weird, and
I sat on the park bench and watched it. It was weird.
It was strange, and that was consistent for about the 45 minutes that we were there. So we're not sure. I'm left with more questions about McBurney Park. It's a really eerie place, a little unnerving.
And what else was weird is that people had just left like bags and hats and sweaters were just kind of strewn around, water bottles, like personal things that isn't just trash that people have discarded, just randomly left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was your impression?
I found it very eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what did you get a sense that was? I mean, we could say, one of the themes we were getting there was children, a lot of kid stuff.
I just felt despair. I truly did.
Yeah.
I like when you brought us last year. I felt the same then.
Yeah.
It just, I feel very sad when I'm there. It's odd, but it's a beautiful park. It really was.
Well, the last time we were there, we went during the day. Like, it was still light out.
Yeah.
Yes,
we were walking.
Yeah, I think it was, what about like 8 o'clock or something?
It was lighter.
It was later.
lighter.
It
It
was
would
much
have
later
been-
than it was. when
Yeah,
we
because I
went.
think because we did the Fort Henry walk, and I think that started at 9,
Yes.
or maybe it was 8:30. I'm not quite sure. So we were definitely there before 8. I think it was 8:30 because we
Something
left
like
at 8
that,
to go around. But
It's got quite the
just-
history.
Yeah.
And if the history is accurate, then there's untold number of human remains that are still below the ground in and around that whole park and
Well, that
that
section
neighborhood.
we found when we were leaving. There was 20 more trucks,
yeah,
and
they
we
were.
found like little shovels or something
See.
that kids could dig.
Can you imagine these kids digging something up?
And then
Here's a little ankle bone for you.
here's a finger.
It's a great way to get them to start their careers off as grave diggers.
Yeah, McBurney Park.
Yeah, it's just
Oh my god.
That's pretty wild.
Oh Lord.
So
It's great.
yeah, so like, what are your thoughts? I mean, you've been here a lot. Like, what keeps bringing you back here?
I have not a fucking idea. I get drawn back to Kingston all the time. I don't know if it's because I have family that's out this way, like ancestor wise, I don't know. But I'm always back here for some reason. Every year I find my way back here.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
matter.
love it here.
And
It's something.
it's usually in the summer. I'm not coming out here in the winter.
No, I don't think I'd want to do winter.
It'd be a
Because,
little
like,
cold. Coming off that lake, it'd be a little chilly.
It is chilly. It's the first time I kind of really came here was Boxing Day, like years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago. And it was cold. But see, now in the summer, like when you come here, like you can walk around, you can see the architecture, you can see the history, you can see all that stuff.
Yeah.
In the winter, it's really hard because you're bundled up and freezing your ass off. Summer, you can actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I like coming here is because you can actually enjoy everything. Right. So not only can you enjoy, all the spooky stuff, but you can really like jump into the history and like really get into that too, because it's fun. And I'm very impressed that the Ghost Walk actually stopped in front of this place instead of talking about it up the street.
Yeah, the Ghost Walk here in town is fantastic. Like,
Yeah,
it's
the original Haunted Walk.
Yeah, like it's the Haunted Walk. I've done a few of them around, Canada and the United States, and this is by far one of the better ones in terms of like it's well researched.
Mhm.
I found Toronto. We did Toronto there a couple of years ago. Same thing, well
Well, it's the
researched.
same company.
Same company. The Niagara on the Lake one, I think that's a different company, but same thing. It's a fantastic account of history. The stories they relay are based upon known events that occurred that is well documented through archive documents and stuff like that. So, some of this, the lore is actually finds its foundation in truth, right? So that makes it all the more appealing. We've done them in a couple other places. South Carolina, we did one last year in Charleston, another city that's crazy history, like just and you talk about a place walking around at night like that. That feels really terrifying, actually, to know the history of a place like that, right?
Yeah.
But I get that sense, and like I said, Niagara on the Lake, I find it's a beautiful location, but walking around at night, knowing the history, in particular the connections to the War of 1812, that's, if your mind could take you to some deeply troubling places when you think about the historical accounts and the amount of tragedy and the death. And
and it's really funny, like there's a lot of death here too, not from the same type of like War of 1812 stuff, but I could walk around Kingston and be like, meh.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. You when we've gone and done overnights, like Rachel, she's asleep and she has no problem at all. Me, I'm terrified.
And waking me up at some places.
We were at Hinsdale last year?
Yeah.
And we had a bad incident.
Yeah,
And not a flying bat,
in July.
3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I abandoned Ellie and jumped into the corner while I tapped Rachel to try to wake her up. She just slept
I'll
through the whole
post
thing.
it. Don't worry.
Me.
I abandoned you. I did.
But they're still married, folks.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. But
Year and a bit later, they're still together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and the bat.
But yeah, Rachel just, she does really well.
My phone just died, I think.
The end. Yeah.
We'll check it. No, we're still going.
Okay.
Why did it do that? Sorry, guys. Checking. Oh no, I still got plenty. It lied to me. I was scared for a few seconds.
It was just like, wrap it up.
Yes, sorry, guys. We're not cutting that out. Anyways, or we could. Depends if I'm not lazy. But yeah, anyways, I'll post the bad incident.
Yeah, that was.
We talked about it. I'll post it. I think again. I think I've already posted. I don't.
It's been posted a few times.
Did I say-
It's a
Everyone will
hilarious
know.
watch.
Not one of my
great.
finest moments.
That's great. Listen, you almost ran me over
I
out of a
tell you,
freaking log cabin. So
I can move this frame when it needs to move. Let me tell you.
and I just stand in door frames.
So, and on that note, we're actually going back to Hinsdale
Yeah,
in a couple months.
yeah. Happy birthday
Yeah.
to me.
To you. Yeah.
Don't worry, everybody. I'll still sleep.
She'll sleep.
Yeah, she will.
I won't.
No.
See, it just turned off again. I'm right here. Stupid thing. Anyways, technology. I love it.
Mm. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I guess it's time for us to
Our
turn in and see
Almost
what happens.
20,000 steps is.
With the ghosties tonight. Let's see how it goes.
Sorry, everybody. It'll be me.
Yeah.
What's that noise? Just Rachel.
Yeah. That's all right.
Oh my
Earplugs.
God.
So
I'm
I
good.
won't hear the ghosts or you.
Perfect. But I think our wall connects to your wall.
I think it
and I was
does.
like, we should go do.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should
Pretty
do
sure it
the
does.
cut and
Yeah.
shave.
Just the way the rooms are.
We'll
Yeah.
get a glass and listen, and if he's like, tap once for yes, we'll be like, listen to him go, oh my God,
I can't believe we caught that.
Rachel!
Then I'm like, debunked. In the other room.
Debunked.
Oh
Yeah.
my Lord.
Oh.
Great times, great
gonna be
adventures.
nice.
We'll see where it takes us.
Yeah.
We got lots of plans of different places we want to do and go. And
Yeah.
so we got a lot.
I don't know what is
I
happening.
don't want to change for like them. Doesn't matter.
Weird
Wow.
shit's happening, but I think it's because we're tired.
Yes,
It's
it's all debunked.
So yeah, so
As
our
is.
day in Kingston started well. We visited the Cataraqui Cemetery, which is an amazing
beautiful.
place. It's where Sir John A. MacDonald is buried, so we went that, and then I took her to see Rockwood, can't go in it,
Yeah,
but I
right.
took her to see it. And
There with
then,
it tomorrow.
yeah. And then we did the Penn tour and
Penn tour. That's
Yeah.
quite the place.
Kingston
Yes, it
Penn. Yeah, we did that tour. And then obviously we came here.
That just went crazy
Mm.
when you
And
said
then, Kingston Penn tour.
Just did
Oh,
it again.
Oh,
Kingston Penn tour. It's not going to do it now because it's like,
because we're all looking, watching, waiting.
yeah, okay, too. And then we came here and then we did the ghost walk. So definitely there's a lot to do in Kingston and you really can't shove it into one day. Really.
No.
No, you
It's,
can't.
it's a lot.
No.
we have tried. but
Yes.
no, we cannot.
I try every time. Every time.
Yeah, it's Kingston. You got some really cool stuff here. Really cool stuff.
So if you've been to Kingston and you've had experiences or you've done the ghost tour or stayed at the Hochelaga or even the Rosemont up the street or even the Secret Garden Bed and Breakfast, because that's haunted too.
Mhm.
If you stayed at any haunted place or visited any haunted place, we'd love to hear about it. So you can send us your stories and your comments, your emails. Send us your emails. Oh my God, it's bedtime. Send us your emails to paranormalpodcast@gmail.com. That's PAREHNORMAL podcast@gmail.com, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I said it right this time because last time I said Twitter and I was like, we don't even have Twitter. It's not even Twitter anymore. Oh my God, but it's TikTok. But yeah, so that's it. And we are out of here to hunt some ghosties in our rooms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for having us. Bye, guys.
That's time for me.